Everybody, good evening. Thought I'd get on my extended channel tonight and let you all know that more and more updates will be coming on this secondary channel. I have been busy as a bee on my main Pamela's Vlog, Getting Real. I have over 400 plus videos on that other channel alone. Very few entertainment value, mostly discussions about Mueller and all this other crap, R. Kelly, and we are coming up on the Isla Vista anniversary here in another month or so. So, yeah. But here is where I keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. I don't pussyfoot around on the issues, especially when it comes to matters of our government, our fellow person. I'm sure you heard about that Smollett character having all the charges dropped against him. Pretty sad state of affairs when he actually admitted to it all being a fraud. And he was getting cut back on Empire from what I remember. Pretty sad. Makes good black people look really bad when they can't get the help that they do need. A big upstart like that guy lied to the police, lied to everybody. It's just really sad. It really is. But Jesse Smollett, that little shit, had all the charges dropped against him, and a lot of people are angry about it, as am I. You know, and what's worse is the stupid Mueller report that came out over the last couple of days. They claim there is no collusion with the Russians, but, you know, like the rest of us, I want to see that full report. I want to see every word, every syllable, nothing edited out. Let me see here. Let me go to my Facebook. So you guys can look up the shit about Jesse Smollett for yourself. Let's see what I can find here, if I can get it to work. Let's see. Don't want to sit through jokes.
What the city spent.
See here. It says here. You know, and this comes off of ABC News Politics. Let me see here. Let me copy and paste it. But, you know, people want justice for Smollett's bullshit. People call it a whitewash of justice in terms of Mr. Smollett, who has admitted to lying, and that it was all set up to kind of bolster his fading career. I think Empire is going to suffer for this. A lot of people are angry. There are some that think Jesse Smollett is innocent. You know, and I at first, when I found out that he probably got beat up, I defended him in the beginning. But, you know, he was caught lying. Let me see here. Jesse Smollett lied. Yeah, there are people that are calling it the whitewash of justice. And, you know, and there's another little news thing here that says prosecutors drop charges against Jesse Smollett, drawing strong rebuke. Of course. And there's one on here. Jesse Smollett lied on Twitter. You know, he burned up probably thousands of dollars worth of federal time and law and everything. Let's see here. I mean, it's just sad. It really is. I've never seen things get so screwed up. You know, and with this Trump thing also going on, that is pretty crazy. Both guys were possibly acquitted of any wrongdoing in their own cases. Um, just because people like Trump have claimed victory for their things doesn't mean they're any less of an asshole. Um, it's just really sad, ladies and gentlemen. This whole Mueller report. I was hoping that Mueller would give us some definitive answers. That is all we want as an American populace. We want answers. We want the truth, not take this here, and submit it as the definitive report. We want to see everything, the nooks and crannies of every bit of that report, and we deserve to see that. And Jesse Smollett, I got a message for you, you little worm. I understand that you have been cut back on Empire in terms of screen time, but to openly admit that you lied, and how in the fuck you managed to get those charges dropped is beyond me. You pay off a lot of people. Did you take Trump's way of doing business? Did you pay off your fancy pants lawyers? Did you pay off any fancy pants police officers? Did you pay off any fancy pants other law enforcement to do your bidding? Because you made yourself look like an asshole. You really made yourself look like an asshole. Those two guys say they knew you. They say that you set this up to do it as payback for Empire cutting back your screen time. Well, that's the way it works in Hollywood, buddy. Once you get older, you're not seen on screen much anymore. That's the way Hollywood is. They take the first hot thing that comes out when you're young, you're handsome, and then they burn you out. And then when you get older, you're not in very many roles anymore. Very few older actors survive the business, and still have a lucrative career. Let's see. Patrick Swayze had his ups and downs in his career. So did John Wayne. So did James Garner. He had ups and downs in his career. And I think one of the last roles he played was Grandpa Hennessy on 8 Simple Rules, and I think a role in the film The Notebook. So, but if Empire wants to cut down your screen time, they're going to cut down your screen time no matter how much you scream, fume, and cry. I think it's a great miscarriage of justice, and the same kind of miscarriage of justice is on Trump's side, too. Money and power pays off absolutely, huh? Don't give me that shit. I'm not the guy that my adoptive parent brought me up to be. Yeah, right, motherfucker. And to think I once defended you. You need to learn the lesson that what you did not only hurt you, but you hurt the many innocent people that need the help. Whether you're white, black, brown, purple, yellow, you hurt their chances of actually getting help. And let's just say what happened to me in terms of the Me Too movement. I'm going to be talking about that on here. We're coming up on that anniversary of the video that I did on my other channel. Some guy tried to beat me down because I was in a wheelchair. An easy target. Oh, a woman with tits. I can get some good hair right there, huh? I know these little scumbags. And it's people like Smollett, it's people like Trump that hurt those that actually need the help. Well, I'm done for the night, ladies and gents. I'll have to do another live stream when I get a chance. I know this one isn't very good, but, You'll be seeing a lot more videos on this channel in the future. I'm trying to balance out my channels now. I have over 400 on my initial video vlog, so yeah, it's time to start balancing things out and talking about things here. Let's see, we're heading into the last part of March and we're going into April, right? You know, they say April showers bring May flowers, but they also bring nasty storms. And before I close this video out, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Trump keeps talking about a national emergency. I know he wants a stupid ass border wall, but we have some real problems here at home. We had a chemical fire somewhere in Texas where people were forced to shelter in place. And then when they lifted the shelter in place, the chemical plant that had that fire, it went back up into flames again. And people are wondering about the quality of their air and the quality of the water. And then let's not forget the people up in Nebraska that are having melting ice and snow and people getting flooded out of their homes. I saw a clip on the Weather Channel this morning where a lady said she went to bed not thinking anything was going to happen. And then she woke up the next day to find out that her bed was surrounded by water. And she says, when I saw that I had water around my bed, I knew I was done. You know, and they say this could be historic flooding for this time of year because up in that area of the country, they've had massive amounts of snow. There's going to be all that melting and runoff. And people are having such a hard time getting back into their homes and clearing the area so that people could get in and out. And they really need a drying point, you know, maybe like a month or a couple of months worth of drying to harden up the ground so they could get their vehicles in and out. And I feel bad for all the people involved. You know, and over the coming weeks, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about my father's death anniversary. That's coming up sometime this July. And we're going to be talking about empathy and how I think humanity has changed, and I think not for the better. So we're going to be talking about a lot of shit on here. We're going to be talking about the Smollett case. We're going to be talking about cancer and what happened with Peter Tork and stuff over the last year, and Senator John McCain. We're even going to have a little talk, probably Peter Tork and Senator John McCain in the same conversation, and we're going to talk about my mom because she was a cancer fighter too. You know, and as I close this video out, ladies and gents, this channel is not really for the young kids. This is for people that actually want to make a difference. Sure, I'll share some music on here time to time, as noticed by my recent premiere. But this is where I want to keep things real. I want to keep things honest. And I want to be able to make the future better. If there's anybody in your life that you love more than life itself, surely you would want to do something like what I'm trying to do to make the world better. And fuck those who don't want to make this country better. And I don't think Trump's the one. We got people being flooded out of their homes. We've had massive wildfires last year. Now they got massive overgrowth from all the rain. So you can't win if you live out west. You have the fires, you have the floods, and then you have massive overgrowth. And they said this last year has busted the drought, which means the drought has been basically wiped out. But yet we're heading into the dry season this year. And the overgrowth that's out there now could ignite fires. I don't know. You know, Robin was a pretty busy guy, you know, in those days. And you got family on top of that. I'm more than likely to believe him. If he says he didn't see it all the way through, then he didn't see it all the way through. Things happen, you know? And it's just like they said, I'm trying to find Bee Gees Going Home, where they said, you, well, you got to remember, he probably didn't want to go to the theater and be mobbed. He probably didn't believe in watching a lot of those movies on VCRs and DVDs, I'm not going to down him because he's not here to speak for himself. No matter what, he still had the greatest voice that I've ever heard. And anytime I watch him on video, I get a warm place in my heart. So I know he's with us in some form. But just the fact that our country is so screwed up right now. This Mueller report, I want to see the whole thing, just like everybody else in our government here in Ohio wants to see the whole thing. Everybody from the four corners of this country wants to see the Mueller report. Somebody's covering up for somebody, and I want to see the whole fucking report. Line by line, nothing edited. And Jesse Smollett is another guy that needs to learn the value of what repercussions happen when you lie in front of the world. I wonder who the fuck he's been paying off. If you're white or black and you do this shit, look at George Zimmerman. He killed a black kid, and he went around acting like he was immune to the law. Talk about some fucked up individuals. All because Idiot Boy was being cut back on Empire. He had to be an asshole and set up this whole thing and get his ass beat. He should never work in Hollywood for a while. Let him do his fucking community service. I don't know. Saturday Night Fever is the second best-selling soundtrack. The Bodyguard is number one. I never did see the movie The Bodyguard, and I'm not really into Whitney Houston, so, people have said that she was tricked into singing white bread music. And I never really thought about it before, but I'm sure she was a nice girl, but I never could get into her either. I mean, the woman died. She had 5 or 6 videos, and they played them on VH1 in rapid succession. Peter Tork dies. He barely gets a mention. He gets 2 episodes on MeTV, none on Antenna TV, much less nothing on MTV. CNN is too busy plucking Trump's ass. Nope. But there's one soundtrack that I really do like. There's a couple soundtracks I really do like. The soundtrack to My Life. It's a score of all the music that was used in that film. Another one is Somewhere in Time. And one more. The Chaplin part of the score. Not the songs that Robert Downey Jr. sang. He totally trashed Charles Chaplin's Smile, in my opinion. But the score was lavishly done by John Barry. The 3 soundtracks that I had mentioned, Chaplin, Somewhere in Time, and My Life, were all done by John Barry. I call those the best soundtracks, and I own at least 2 of them. I have yet to find Somewhere in Time, but I might not be able to buy anything this next month because I just got my bill for my gynecological appointment. $205. Yeah. I remember the Sister Act soundtrack. I don't know if I still have that or not, but yeah. I think she was good, especially when she says, I don't give a shit. She was doing the Ronettes, I think they were, and singing in the in the casino. Yeah. Yep, she sings good. Another person that sings really well is Tom Hulse, the one that sang in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Out There and Heaven's Light. The only problem is he didn't sing enough, and if you look back through his life, he said he wanted to have a singing career when he was young, but he never followed through on it, and that's sad. He got stuck doing a movie called Animal House, and he went on to do Amadeus, but then after that, the movie roles kind of dropped. I mean, he did Parenthood and The Inner Circle. The Inner Circle he played a guy that was a projector person for Stalin. And he got to see the bloodshed that Stalin had caused. But then after that, Tom Hulse kind of dropped off the radar. But now he's happily doing stage productions, either being a director or a writer. But I miss him on the big screen. Yeah. But, I put up that Bee Gees Into the Night with Rick Dees to kind of liven the tension that may be going on. That's why I said in the chat space, we're going to have something relaxing before we get down to business. And this channel is not really for the kiddos. If you want to share some of my music, fine, but to you newbies out there that are watching these things, I can get pretty rough and tumble when it comes to talking business. I don't hold nothing back. And I can't hold nothing back. I'm not going to sit and be quiet about nothing. If it affects me, it affects you. They're trying to take away Obamacare again, I hear. So, and I already have a $200 medical bill to show for it. I can't get Medicaid. They say I get too much money. So, and I called the persons that I got the bill from. They said, as long as I pay money on it and get it paid off within the next 3 months, I should be fine. So, yeah. And I'm going to do what I can to get that paid. I got to take some stuff over to buybacks and get my room cleaned out and start getting some stuff sold so I can get some money and put it where I need it to. So, yeah. It's just life getting busy again. And they're talking about thunderstorms this weekend here, But yeah, I wanted to do a quick vlog over here on my extension channel. And I'm going to go over and do one for my Pamela's Vlog Getting Real, the original channel. Bills, bills, bills. Yep. They don't stop. But the lady that left a message on my cell phone seemed really nice about it. She said, well, as long as you pay on it, you should be fine. Yeah, I'll find it here for you in just a second. Give me a second. Let me see here. Pamela's Vlog Getting Real. Come on. It says Pamela's Vanilla Getting Real. Right, bitch. I hate that damn voice thing. Vlog. Come on. I know I'm getting tired here. Okay, we'll go to Peter Tork died, and then because I did a vlog for Peter Tork, so that'll get me back to my original channel. So yeah, this will help. Hello, everybody. Hang on. I'm back on again with another take. Come on, I'm getting to my main page here.
My son was a mass murderer.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll link it to the sidebar, and you can go over to my other channel because I'm getting ready to head over here in just a few minutes. Copy. Go to my control room. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is my home base here. I have over 400 plus videos, And I kind of felt it was time to come over to my secondary channel to kind of let people know I was still alive, that I was working like a bee over on my other one. But I'm going to be devoting a little more time over here. But I'm going to go over here on my other one that I linked below, and I'm sending it now. I'm going over to the home one here in just a second and let everybody know. If you want to see more content, come over to my secondary channel and we'll start loading up videos over here too, because not everybody wants to go to the main channel. I could have a secondary backup. Yeah, so yeah. Just keep an eye out for, subscribe to my secondary channel and the home base one. So whatever one I'm on, I don't want you to miss any of the content. Mine's just like a regular speakeasy kind of shit. I don't know how they do the videos where they can capture the video and put it on the screen and do reaction type videos. But to the young people out there that watch this video, you're welcome to join my channel, but don't expect me to play nice when it gets ugly in terms of how people are treated, in terms of Trump or Jussie Smollett or even Roseanne Barr for that matter. But if you want to hear me talk about that, come over to my main channel, which is linked below or linked at the sidebar here, and we can get the discussion going. But starting, I think, on Monday, I'll be coming over here on a continual basis, at least through the summer, so that I can get some viewership up over here too. So, yeah. Well, let me get off and I'll head over to my other channel and we'll get started with another discussion over there. All right? I'll see you in just a couple of minutes. I'm out.